then you're at the right place. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make super fudgy and chocolatey brownies which whips up in one go yet easy to make. So I'm super excited. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So first, we're gonna start out by beating the egg. And for that, I've taken 3 eggs, which is in room temperature, and to that, I'm adding in 1 cup of castor sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar. So I'm going to mix this all together with an electrical mixer. So I'm going to whisk this mixture until it's nice and smooth. So as you can see, the amount has doubled up and the mixture is super airy. So let's keep the mixture aside, and now we're going to bloom the cocoa powder. So for this recipe, we'll be needing 260 gram of dark chocolate chip, and now I'm going to use only 150 gram of it, and the balance I'm going to save it for later. Next, to the chocolate chip, I'm adding 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. Also to that, I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of instant coffee powder. Well, the coffee powder is actually to enhance the chocolate flavor, and if you want it caffeine free, you can totally avoid it. Next up, I'm going to melt the unsalted butter. Well, for this recipe, I'm using the double boiling method, but you can also use a microwave oven if you like. And now, I'm pouring the hot butter mixture to the cocoa powder. Well, by blooming the cocoa powder, it really intensifies the chocolate flavor in your brownies, but this step is totally optional. If you want to do it, go for it. So make sure you mix it well and make sure there's no any lumps are found. Okay, so now I'm going to pour in the cocoa powder and butter mixture to the egg mixture. And trust me, while I was doing this, it was super satisfying to look at it. So once the mixture is just incorporated, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. Well, now it's time to sift in the dry ingredients. So for that, I'm going to add in 1 cup of flour. So I'm using all-purpose flour. And I'm going to pour in the balanced cocoa powder. And to this, I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of salt. So let's sift this all together. So here's the pro tip. Always measure your flour correctly. Adding too much flour to your brownies will take away from the nice fudgy-like texture. So the best and easiest way to measure your flour is by using the scale. If you don't have one, then fluff off your flour with a spoon and sprinkle it to your measuring cup and use a knife to level it off. So gently mix this all together until it's well incorporated. And now it's time to add in the balanced chocolate chip which we saved just now. So fold in your chocolate chip, and while you're doing this, make sure you scrape the bottom of the bowl and really make sure there's no pockets of unmixed ingredients hanging out. So I'm going to transfer the batter to a lined baking dish. Make sure you smooth it to the corner before baking it. So I'm going to bake this at 180 degrees for 45 minutes. If you are using Fahrenheit, then use 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's another pro tip. Don't ever overbake your brownies. Unlike the cake layers, brownies will not have a springy center, and a skewer inserted to the center will not come out clean. The center will continue to bake and set after you remove the brownies from the oven. So don't worry if they seem to be a little bit extra fudgy. And that's it guys, so here's my version of super fudgy brownies to be served, and I swear it looks really tempting. So do try it out and let me know how it came out in the comment section below. Until then, cheers, bye bye.